I'm Megan and welcome to my channel. So today I am reviewing the brand new palette from Natasha Denona, and this is the Sunrise palette. I am so stoked about this one, guys. Here is what it looks like. It is so beautiful. All of these like warm yellows, oranges, browns. It's just such a gorgeous, gorgeous palette. So if you want to see my thoughts on this palette and see it in action, then just go ahead and keep on watching. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and jump in to all of the details about this palette, give you the price, which is a lot more affordable than the Biba palette or any of her bigger pan palettes. So that's awesome. And I got my hair longer. It's so long. It's so, like, I got it done yesterday and I'm just like, I don't know. I'm still trying to get used to it, but I am in love with my hair. I did have 18 inches of the Habit hand-tied hair extensions, and after a while, I had them in for about 6 months or so. So after a while, you know, they kind of shed and the hair kind of gets thinner and all of that. So I went ahead and got a new 2 bunches of hair yesterday, and she put it in and we went from 18 inches to 20 inches. So if you guys are interested in extensions or anything like that, I do have a video up. It was from January when I got mine moved up, so you can kind of see the process and how it all works. I absolutely love this type of extension. I had tape-ins before and they just were not, it ripped a lot of my hair out and it damaged. It did a lot of damage. So these, it's like the least amount of contact with your hair, and there's like 6 beads per row, and then there's a string that goes across, and they kind of just sew the wefts into your hair by that string. And it's just a lot better, healthier option for extensions. So if you guys are interested, I will definitely leave my hairstylist information down in the description box. So I'm going to quit rambling and let's get on to the video. So this is the Sunrise palette by Natasha Denona. So when I first saw this palette was going to launch, I saw it on Trend Mood's Instagram and I was like, what in the world? It's only $65. Here's what it looks like. These shades are absolutely gorgeous. And I actually mentioned it in one of my videos, and one of my subscribers was like, it's because it's a lot smaller. So when I got it, I completely saw the difference in size. So here's the Biba palette. Here's the Sunrise palette. So there is a lot more product in this one. So this palette is definitely a lot more affordable if you have not ever tried Natasha Denona and, you know, are on the fence about it. Hopefully the pigmentation, the formula is all the same in this one. I know there were some of the minis that didn't kind of add up to what her normal formula was. So I'm hoping that this has the same formulation as the Biba palette and the Sunset palette and, you know, the most of her bigger palettes. So we'll definitely be testing that out today. I first want to give you all the details about it. It is only $65, which in the grand scheme of things, in Natasha Denona, that is very, very affordable. So it says it is a palette inspired by the warm glow of a morning sunrise with sunny yellows, crimson corals, earthy browns, and powerful pinks, all made to melt together in a perfect harmony. The Sunrise palette features 15 brand new shades in Natasha Denona's iconic formulas. These shades are packed with the highest quality ingredients to create buttery, soft textures that blend seamlessly for vibrant, ultra-pigmented, and long-lasting looks. The duochromes, velvety mattes, and sparkly metallic hues will elevate your senses and inspire you to create your very own radiant work of art. Yay, I'm so excited! So, I am going to be doing this eye look a little bit different than I normally do. I'm going to be kind of carving out my crease with the darkest shade in the palette, and then I'm going to go from darker to lighter to try to get that really pretty blend. and see if we can make it really look like a sunrise or a sunset, something like that. So that's the kind of look I'm going for. Alright guys, so I'm just going to go ahead and zoom you guys in, and let's get to work on these eyes. Alright guys, so I went ahead and turned down the lights a little bit. Sometimes, I know I mention this all the time, but a lot of times the lights kind of wash out the color, so they're not so vibrant. They are in person, but on camera, you know, it just kind of washes it all out. So I like to turn down the lights when I do these types of tutorials. So I'm going to start out with my Anastasia A14. It is just a small pencil brush. And I am going to dip into the darkest shade in the palette, which is this shade right here. It is called Clove. And I'm just going to get a little bit out, tap off the excess, and let me get this hair out of my face. Alright, so I am just going to start out by creating a crease for myself. I do have hooded eyes, so I do not have like a very defined crease. So when I like to do these looks sometimes because it really like opens my eyes, makes my eyes pop. So I kind of just make like a little V over here, and then I bring it like halfway in. And I just keep deepening it up until I feel like I've got, you know, enough pigment there that I can start blending it out. So just like that. And I know like whenever I do it like this, it looks kind of crazy to begin with, but in the end it just comes out to the most beautiful look. So I'm just going to leave it like that, and then I'm going to take my Smith 230. It's the smaller blending brush, and no product is on there, and I am just going to start doing windshield wiper motions and circular motions, and I just want to blend this out just so that line is not so harsh. So just by using that first shade, it is very, very, very pigmented. So we're off to a good start. Alright, so I think I've blended that as much as I want for right now. So, the next shade I'm going to jump into is going to be Jasper. It's right here. And I'm going to take that on my Anastasia A25. Tap off the excess, and I'm just going to go right above that. That shade is extremely, extremely pigmented. I probably needed a smaller brush, but... And I'm also bringing it into the outer V. So no issues whatsoever. That shade is like super, super, super pigmented. So the next shade I want to dip into is going to be this crimson color. And, oh, why did I say crimson? It's called Carnelian. And I'm going to take this on my Morphe R39. It looks like this. And I'm going to go right above these other shadows. And I'm just going over everything just so everything is blended nicely. Now, I'm going to go ahead and move on to the lower lash line. I really want to use this shade right here. It's kind of like a purpley pinky color. And I'm going to take that on a flat shader brush. And I'm just going to define my lower lash line with this color. Just to get a little pop of color in there. Do you see how pigmented that one is? It's crazy. So once I put it on, it kind of looks like hot pink. In the pan, it looks a little darker. Okay, then I'm going to go in to the Clove shade again. No, I'm going to go in with the Jasper shade on the Anastasia A14, and I'm just going to slowly blend that out. Just like that. I love this. Everything is working so nicely so far. I'm not having any issues. Alright, I think I want to bring some of this Glory shade that I put on the lower lash line. I think I'm going to try to bring some of that in here. I'm going to go back in with the smaller Smith brush and the Jasper shade. And I am just going to blend these edges. Okay, now I'm going back into that yellow shade. And I'm just going to go over the edges. And I'm going to take that yellow shade on the lower lash line. Drunk and ended up at your place. From the moment that I saw you, I knew that it was the bet that you felt the same. Alright, now there is like a lighter yellow right here. I'm going to go in with that right above where we put that other yellow. Now, for the lid, I'm just going to do like kind of like a spotlight eye. I'm just going to do something in the middle. I wish there was like a yellow shimmer in here. That would be pretty. I wonder what it would look like if I put this or this like on the lid, no shimmer. Let's try it. I might mess this look up, but I kind of want it to look really like a sunset or a sunrise, I mean, and have the sun in there. And if this messes it up, then we'll just go in with something else. Ooh, I like it. Alright, I'm going back in with my Smith brush just to kind of blend everything right here. I really, really, really like that a lot. It's different. I love an all matte eye. It's definitely one of my favorites. So now for the brow bone, I think I'm going to go in with this and the inner corner. It is the shade Agate. Very, very, very pigmented. I'm actually going to mix the yellow shade, the matte shade, and Agate, and just just so we can really get that yellow in there. Okay, now I'm going to take just a gate, that shimmer shade. Oh, I really, guys, this palette is so good. So I'm going to go ahead and do this on the other eye, throw on some mascara, and then I will be back and I will give you my thoughts on this palette right here. Alrighty guys, so I just finished up my eyes, threw on some mascara. I used my new favorite. It's the Lashfull mascara by Elcie Cosmetics. It is so good. So I'm going to turn down the lights and let you see the completed look. So this is what the look came out like in my lashes. I'm telling you guys, this mascara is so good. But speaking of good products, this palette, I cannot say enough good things about it. I did not have any issues whatsoever. I used 6 shades from this palette. And all of them that I used, they blended beautifully, just like butter. I did not have any issues whatsoever. So I'm so glad that they used the same formula as they did in my favorite palette currently, the Biba palette. So if you are on the fence about whether or not to pick this up or not, I would definitely suggest picking up, especially if you have not ever used Natasha Denona shadows. This is a good one to kind of just get into it. You definitely don't get as much product, but you don't need a lot of it. You know, I barely like touched my brush into these shadows, and it was like so much pigmentation. So, and even that one, you know, I didn't use a lot of shimmer, so I will use this in another video if you guys want me to, and use more of the shimmer shades. But I did use one shimmer shade in the inner corner and the brow bone, and it is so pigmented as well and just blinding. So overall, guys, this is like one of my new favorite palettes. It's so good. And I love the look I created. I stepped a little bit out of my comfort zone by putting the yellow in the center instead of a shimmer to kind of make it look like a sunrise or a sun in general. I tried to be festive and put on a yellow shirt. Anyhow, I do love this one, so I definitely would suggest and recommend you guys try it out if you would like. So that is all I have for you all today. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, you can go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and that will help me out more than you guys know. And if you're not subscribed already, I would love nothing more than to have you a part of my family here on YouTube. And if you want, you can hit the little post notification bell so you are notified of all my future uploads. And thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in my next ones. Bye!